Back in the 2000s and 2010s, there was a lot of debate around the big three of anime: Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. Each one of these shows had dedicated fan bases that were constantly at each other's throats, battling it out for the title of the true king of shonen anime. One Piece has almost always had an advantage due to its longevity and intricate world building and character writing. Naruto proved it had incredible mass appeal, and the show basically became the poster boy for shonen anime across the world. Bleach, on the other hand, has always been the most niche of the three, the alternative, slightly edgier sibling that never quite hit the same level of popularity and impact as the other two. Now, I don't know if you've looked at your calendar recently, but it's 2025, holy cow, and the 2000s are officially a long time ago. Most of us considered the big three debate to be mostly over, but if the latest season of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc is any indication, then we were definitely wrong. What's up, anime fans and manga readers? The revival of Bleach is one of the most exciting things to happen in shonen in the last few years, and while I must admit I had my reservations at first, I'm happy to report that Studio Pierrot has knocked it out of the park and delivered an adaptation that elevates and surpasses the source material. Bleach 1000-Year Blood War serves as the long-awaited sequel to the original Bleach anime, arriving a decade after its conclusion. It adapts the manga's climactic final arc, bringing new life to Tite Kubo's story with updated animation and a fresh set of episodes. Picking up where the original anime left off, the series, of course, follows our orange-haired best boy Ichigo Kurosaki, a Soul Reaper tasked with protecting the balance between the human world and the afterlife. When a new formidable enemy, the Vandenreich, a hidden faction of Quincy warriors, threatens the Soul Society, Ichigo is called back into action. This final arc was previously unadapted due to the original series cancellation in 2014, and it could only be witnessed through the manga. Now, though, fans of the anime adaptation can experience the epic Bleach saga to the very end, with the latest arc delivering long-awaited battles and resolutions to lingering storylines, so let's talk about it. Unlike the original anime adaptation, which was released on a continuous weekly basis, the 1000-Year Blood War arc was split into 4 cores, or sections of 13 episodes each, and boy, are we glad for it. Splitting the show across these clusters has proven to be the right decision, as it provided the artists and animators ample time to work. The result is a joy to witness. The show looks absolutely beautiful, with some of the most impressive animation in shonen over the past decade. At the moment, 3 of the proposed 4 cores have aired to completion, with the final one scheduled to air sometime in 2025. With part 3 just having ended on the highest note in the entire series, we're going to be taking you through a little review of everything that's come before to get you all set up for the final part of Ichigo's story. Part 1 of the 1000-Year Blood War arc introduces us to the Vandenreich, a hidden Quincy empire led by the supremely powerful Yuhavak. The father of all Quincy, the Vandenreich emerges after laying dormant for centuries. Within the Vandenreich, Yuhavak leads the Sternritters, a smaller elite force of Quincy warriors, on a devastating assault across the Serete. The Soul Reapers are caught off guard as the Sternritters wreak havoc, killing many and stealing several captains' Bankai abilities. The clash culminates in Yuhavak himself defeating and murdering Captain Yamamoto himself. Ichigo also learns of the fact that his mother was a Quincy, and he finally accepts his heritage, forging a new Zanpakuto, the last one he'd need to end the war once and for all. The first core ends with Uryu Ishida facing a dilemma regarding his loyalty to the Quincy or to his friends. In part 2, the story resumes with Ichigo undergoing intensive training under Bleach's Squad Zero, while also delving into Uryu's shocking decision to join the Quincy Vandenreich. Meanwhile, several high-ranking Soul Reapers, including Soifan, Hitsugaya, Komamura, and Hisagi, embarked on their own training arcs or quests to regain their lost powers. Key developments unfolded for Rukia, who achieved her Bankai for the first time, as well as Renji and Kenpachi Zaraki, who demonstrated their newfound strength. After his training, Ichigo was immediately dispatched to the Soul King's palace to confront Yuhavak's advancing forces. We also got some anime original content included in this part of the story to help enrich the narrative. Beloved as it is, it's a pretty universal opinion that the final arc of the manga had some issues with pacing and uneven character development. I, for one, am glad to see that Studio Pierrot took the liberty to augment and edit certain scenes in the adaptation to better serve the narrative. Some great original scenes added included Captain Shinji Hirako revealing his Bankai, and Squad Zero's Senjumaru using her Bankai to decisively annihilate Yuhavak's elite guard in a climactic battle during the final episode. That was just incredibly cool. Part 3 does a solid job tying up loose ends from the other two cores while setting up Thousand Year Blood War's big finale. It wraps up the remaining fights and story arcs effectively and uses its downtime to address gaps left by the manga. One standout moment is the focus on Ishida's reasons for betraying Ichigo and joining the Vandenreich. These anime-only flashbacks bring back familiar faces and offer more depth to Ishida's decisions. In contrast, the manga barely touched on his motivations, leaving them to a few brief lines before his duel with Hushvalth. The added context in the anime gives his actions more weight and makes the storyline feel more cohesive. The finale's fights effectively raise the stakes and set the stage for this year's even more intense battles. The clashes with the remaining antagonists in the manga are a testament of the immense power of Bleach's final villains, and I can't wait to see how they adapt the epic showdowns against Askin Naklevar, Gerard Valkyrie, and Yugrim Hushvalth. Emperor Yuavak also takes a back seat in Part 3, and I suppose it makes sense that they're saving his godlike battles for the grand conclusion. All three cores of the Thousand Year Blood War arc have gone all in on the substance and the spectacle. From the start, Thousand Year Blood War has felt like something special, and the recent two-part finale of the third part of this epic arc takes it to another level, finding new ways to wow fans who've already been spoiled with incredible moments. While it could be debated before, surely, there's no doubt now that Bleach has cemented itself among the big three and shown that it's every bit as worthy of that title as the others. Hopefully, Studio Pierrot can keep up the pace and deliver a final entry that'll blow us all out of the water. Anyway, that's all we have for today, folks. Do you agree with my review? Maybe there's some cool facts about the Thousand Year Blood War arc that I left out. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell to get regular updates on new videos. I make awesome anime and manga content like this every week, so be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.